All right, live, and good to go. All righty. Let's do this. Let's do that. Let's do this. Let's do this. Carl, good evening. The first one to show up today. How are you doing today? All right. I don't look that bad. Lola, how you doing? Jurassic Dragon, what's happening? Michael and Frank Jr. on dem, 1972 CDR. Happiness. Mike Bill. Chris, Dem, back again. The Real Hitman, how you doing? Anthony, how's it going? Good evening, Dem. Flo Martel, good evening. Joanne Cortellis, how are you? Dem, thank you. User number 42, Bardo. Kevin, how's it all going? How's it going? How's it going? How's it going? So we've got nobody on YouTube yet. Okay, nobody on Instagram yet. Nobody on Facebook yet. Wow. All right, so we're just getting started. So we're going to give people a little bit of time to show up. Welcome to the live chat. Remember to guard your privacy and abide by our community guidelines. Macho, Samiva, Phil, 123, how's it going? Robert Weird, Logan, how's it going? DJ, Glub from Canada, how are you today? You're hurting me. Hey, how are you doing? Oh, you're hurting me. Interesting name. Tony Flemia. Hello, James, it's Tony. Tony, how you doing? Gabe, how you doing? El Hermano. Chucker, Dominic, Connor, how's it going? How's it going? Pressure, how you doing? Alrighty. We're getting ready to get joined. Patty O, what's happening? Connor Christoph, Dominic, Spencer, Staval, Mike in Phoenix, Richard Embardo, Ricardo Embardo, Michelle, good evening. Bill, how's it going? Macho, cool beans. John Warner, how you doing? Just getting ready to get started, just getting warmed up. It is, let's get this cranking. You ready? Here we go. It is 9:15 p.m. Thursday evening, the 13th of March. Just getting ready to get started. Nolan, Macy, Beverly, Rory, the Enlighten Me. Okay. Ross Cameron, how are you doing? Okay, so my name is James. This is Dividend Stock Talk, brought to you by the 10-Minute Trader, where I invest in dividend stocks for weekly cash flow, taking you guys along for the ride for a simple, safe, predictable, and consistent 1% per week. Now, for those of you who aren't very good at math, 1% a week is over 50% per year. Now, it's not easy breezy. No one's just going to hand you 50% rate of return. You actually have to work for it. Now, when I say brought to you by the 10-Minute Trader, the strategy I'm about to share with you was created for my 9-year-old. My voice sounds horrible. I don't know if I'll be able to do a whole night with it sounding like this. All right. So the strategy I'm going to show you was created for my 9-year-old back in 2008. Now, when you're teaching a 9-year-old how to invest in the stock market, it has to be simple. It has to be safe, predictable, consistent, and no way for her to lose. So I got 5 little rules. Not that difficult. Awesome squad, how are you doing today? Can I be a mod? You got to show up a little bit more because you've only been here for a few times. I usually give moderations to people that have been here for a couple of months. Jim Bibby, how are you today? DG 2010. Cicero, what's happening? Scott, fix your YouTube screen. What's wrong with my YouTube screen? Hold that thought. Oh, there it is. That should do it right there. Thank you for that. Andrew Gonzalez, que paso, amigo? Humble Crypto, C. Brown, Joshua, Queen Lalala, okay, Minis, Bible Clever, Coach JV, HY, how are you? Awesome squad. I just don't chat. Sorry about that. Okay. We'll chat about it. Drop me your phone number. We'll give you a call, and we'll go from there. Colleen, good evening. Pause and whispers. Good time to invest in the Magnificent Seven. You're going to need to let me know who the Magnificent Seven is. What do I think about Nokia? Okay, we'll take a look at Nokia. Long Ray, greetings from Omaha, Nebraska. Cool Guy VR, cool beans. How are you doing? Uh-oh. HY wants to take a look at Archer Aviation. ACHR. Try it one more time. ACHR. All right, I wrote it down. We'll take a look at it. Okay, Archer Aviation. La, 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 la. I'm doing good. Cool beans. Heck no, I'm not giving the old man my number. Awesome squad. No problem at all. Now, I always say that if you want to talk to me, either give me a call. Now, those you guys on YouTube, my phone number is actually in YouTube. You got to dig for it. But you want to chat, dig for it. If not, send me a number. I'll give you a buzz. All right. That being said, let's get the day rolling. Need a big day tomorrow. I have a lot of positions well below my costs. Scott, let's see what we can do for you. Okay, but okay. Odem, encourage more viewers to share. All right, so let's get ready to get started and let's see what we have available today. First on our list today is going to be Alcoa. Randall Ray wants to take a look at FCX. FCX. All right, we'll take a look at that one in a little bit. All right, first one on the list, Alcoa. Oh, before we do Alcoa, let's do Riley. We already have it up there. Might as well take a look at it. All right, need the glasses for this one. Now, what the heck just happened there? Interesting. It's not what I wanted to do. All right, anyway, Riley's up here. Let's take a look at Riley. All the way back to 1 year. Now, anytime I look at any stocks, very first thing I want to see is the 1 year chart. I'm looking for 5 things. It's not that difficult. The high, the low, where was it, where is it, and what direction is it going? Up, down, big drop, sideways. Well, we're at $4.16 at the minute. But take a look. Where is the high of the year? $40. It goes from $40 all the way down to $4.16. That had to hurt whoever owned that one. La 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 la. Not like how old you are. 85. Bye bye. Yeah, thank you for that. Because I shouldn't trust an old man. Alrighty. I'm not being for real, y'all. Now I am, because I'm being for real. Okay, well, awesome squad. You know, you can say do whatever you want, but it might be helpful if you use proper English sentence structure. Okay? John, what do you think about Trump's impact on the market? You know what? We usually don't pick on the new guy until we give him at least 100 days. It hasn't been 100 days yet. Give him a quarter, you know, the first 3 months. See what he does. You never know. Now, I don't ever remember jumping on an airplane, a bus, a train, or even a taxi. Not once have I ever questioned the driver, the pilot. Okay? Never. It's not my place, okay? So give the man a job. Give him his space to do his job. Leave him the hell alone. Let him screw the damn thing up for 4 years. Biden screwed it up for 4 years. Obama screwed it up for 8 years. Give the man his space. Let him do his shit, and then you run for president. Until then, All right, HY wants to take a look at Lemonade. LMND. We'll take a look at it. Jeff Jerzik, how you doing? Dawson's Creek. Crumb Cake. How are you doing, Crumb Cake? All right, so Dawson wants to take a look at the Qs. Now, Dawson, you're new here. The reason I can tell you're new here, because you asked me to take a look at that thing. Okay, I can't see what the name is on this one. Should we invest in Tesla? And you think we should hold it till it goes up? I don't like Tesla. The only reason I don't like Tesla is it doesn't have dividends. Okay, you come to a channel that specifically says dividend stock talk. Investing in dividend stocks for weekly cash flow. Investing in dividend stocks for weekly cash flow. Tesla doesn't have any stocks. Rule number one is never buy anything unless you understand it. Well, if you understand a stock, well, you should know whether or not it has options. You should know whether or not it has consistently increased its profitability. Ingrid, terribly sorry about that. Thank you for showing up, Miss Ingrid. Thank you for your question. And what was your question? Should we invest in Tesla? Now, Ingrid, thank you for your question. But Ingrid, I'm looking for companies that are consistently profitable. What do I mean by that is by taking the profits. Now, there are only two different types of companies out there that we can invest in. One is a company that's looking for capital appreciation. It means you buy the stock and it jumps up and it keeps on going. And then you take your money out 4, 5, 10, 15, 20 years. Who knows? Or the flip side, companies that actually share their profits through a dividend. Now, a dividend is a portion of the profits that the company gives back to the shareholders. And that's us. When we buy the stocks, we become shareholders. We own a part of that company. We are entitled to a part of the dividends. Ramza, we have reached the dip of the sell-off, or should we wait until April 2nd or beyond? Okay, Ramza, that's a good question. Okay, Ingrid, I'm glad you get it. Okay, but Ingrid, never stop asking questions. At some point in your life, you will retire, and your money is going to need to come from somewhere. So most people take a little portion of their money and put it into an investment and let it grow. Ooh, Haya wants to take a look at Dollar General, DG. Okay, I wrote it down. We'll take a gander at it. Now, the money's got to come from somewhere. So you're either going to put money into a company, just let it sit around and come back and check it in 5 or 10 years when you're ready to retire. And hopefully it'll go up. That doesn't work for me. Okay, I want simplicity. I want consistency of profitability. And I want safety. Okay, I want to be able to buy a stock, know it's going to be there next year, the next 5 or 10 years. Because we are the only species on the planet that's got to pay to live here. We do. We got to pay to live here. And in the United States, which I just happen to be in the United States, it costs a hell of a lot more to live here than almost anywhere else. Okay, Sam A. Tesla does not have dividends, let alone 20 years of profits. That's a no. I couldn't have said it better myself. Guten Tag. Guten Tag. I'm drawing a blank. Sorry. Every once in a while, I should be able to blurt it out. Guten Abend? Guten Abend, is that right? Guten Abend. Are the dividends built into the price of the option? No, not really. Because the option is Vulcan Materials, VMC. Oh, I like VMC. We'll take a look at that one. VMC. All right, we'll take a gander at it. Okay, Chap Stevens, thank you for that. All right, so Supia. Is that right? Supia? S-U-P-I-A, Supia. Okay, John wants to take a look at AT&T. We'll take a look at that in a little bit. We're up to what? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. We got 10 stocks. Let's get 10 more before we actually break for questions. All right, so let's keep on going. That was a correct Guten Abend. All right, I was right about that one. Dankeschön. Key for next week. Ooh, GD wants to take a look at key for next week. All right, we'll take a look at key next week. Ooh, University of New Hampshire. UNH. Actually, it's United Health Group. Okay, UNH is United Health Group. I just give it a hard time because I'm from the New England area, and yeah, University of New Hampshire, UNH. All right, so all that being said, let's finish taking a look at Riley. Now, as we said, Riley's high is right here at 40 bucks. Drops down the $4 area, and since August, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 months in a row, it drops from $40 all the way down to the 4 area for the last 8 months. Okay. So that being said, a year ago, we opened up at 1980. Okay, it was at 1980 a year ago. Now from 1980, it 100% increase, and then a 90% decrease. Okay, 100% increase, 90% decrease, and now this is where it's at. All right, so that's where we are. The last 90 days. Okay, here's the last 90 days looking at the exact same thing. The high and the low, where was it, where is it? Which way is it going? Sideways, down, up, down. Okay, so she's still coming down. Now, I do own some Riley. I have no intention whatsoever to selling it for less than I paid for it. So we're just going to keep our eye on it and see what happens. Now, today, we came a little bit lower than yesterday. Now, we thought yesterday, let's look at the last 30 days, right there. Okay, so this is the last 30 days. 30 days ago, we were right here, 4.25. Then we drop down to what, 275, shoots up to 7. That's a nice, that's over 100% increase. Let's find out exactly. Okay, the bottom right here, 273. Now, 273, the high is 721, right? 721. Okay, so that is almost a 200% increase from here to here. That's a big freaking jump. Now it goes from here down to here, which is almost another 45% decrease. So 200% increase, 45% decrease. Just doesn't seem right, but that's what the numbers are. So it's going to keep coming down until it eventually stops. When it stops, it'll turn around and go back up again. All right, fine. We'll just wait it out. Now, what does it look like? Okay, so right now, the current pricing is $4.38. So if I buy it tomorrow morning at $4.38, I sell somebody the rights to buy it me for $4.50, and I'm making 11 cents. Now, 11 cents is more than 2% for the week. But the big question, number one, does it make sense? Number two, do I like this company? Number three, am I willing to buy it and hold on to it long enough for it to hit my target? Rizzo, why did Riley go down so much? What's the ticker for that? RILY. Riley. So Rizzo, you're asking me why did it go down so much? I honestly could not tell you that question. I can't answer that question because I don't really keep an eye on what happened in the past. I don't know if that makes sense or not. Because my concern is this week and next week. So what happened and why did it do what it did? I really don't know. Okay. Why did it go from 1955 and why did it double? And what is that? A month and a half? It doubled in a month and a half. That's 100% increase. But from there, it took 4 months to lose 90 to 95%. So it goes from 40 down to 4. That's a big drop, a $35 drop. Only U.S. stocks are Canada too. Okay, APOC, if the company is being traded on the U.S. stock market, then that's what I trade. Tatted Up Ginger, dude, you said you sent me a number. I looked in my DM. I could not find it. So wherever you sent that number, more than likely you sent it to someone else who was pretending to be me. So you're here right now, top left corner, right there, where you see my picture and the name right there, Dividend Stock Talk. You click on that, and this is where you send me your number, and I'll give you a buzz tomorrow or tonight, whichever you prefer. DJ Knowledge, what's happening? I went to the website. Oh, you went to the website. Ooh, where the hell would that be? You realize I got like 12 email addresses. Seriously, I do. 12 email addresses. I got the same email address that I had back in the early 90s. Yeah. So that being said, DM me here on TikTok. It's so much easier. I check TikTok at least 4 or 5 times a day. All right. Yeah. I'll either buzz you tonight when I'm done around 11:30, 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, or sometime tomorrow. Now, tomorrow, we're not doing a morning trading session. Well, because tomorrow's Friday. We jump in at 2:30 on Friday. And the reason why we jump in at 2:30 on Friday is because options expire at 4 p.m. tomorrow. So I want to make it my goal this year to see if we can get everybody in the trading group to have 0 losses all year. That's my goal, to make sure you have no losses. Okay, anyway. Cheers. All right, let's chat tomorrow. That works. Ramza, do you have a favorite steel or aluminum U.S. stock? No, I don't. I don't categorize my stocks that way, okay? Ramza, let me explain to you just a little bit. Okay, now, we looked yesterday. There's 9,976 stocks that I can invest in on any day. I don't think that was... All right. I forget where I was. Don't get old. It's no fun. All right, so as I was saying, the stocks that I'm looking for, we looked yesterday, 9,976 different stocks. What I look for is consistency of profitability. That means 2 decades of increased profits year after year after year. Then weekly options. Once you find out those, then I take them and stick them into the calendar. Now, the reason why I'm sticking them into the calendar is basically pretty simple. Now, there are 4 quarters in the year. First quarter, January, February, March. Okay, we are almost done with the first quarter. We are right here. This is week number 11. Okay, this, week number 11. Okay, next week is week number 12. And then week number 13. So we have 2 weeks left, and the first quarter is done and over with. And then what happens? The second quarter starts. Well, the interesting thing about the first quarter and the second quarter, they're basically the exact same. Because most companies pay a dividend every quarter or every 90 days. AMZ, how you doing? So that being said, we look at week number 1. Let me go back to January. Okay, here we go. Week number 1 for the year. Illinois Toolworks, National something Gas, Nucor, Albemarle, Fortis, I believe that is, Nordson, and Cisco. That's week number 1 of the first quarter. Well, interesting thing is, ITW, NFG, Nucor, FRT, ABM, and SYY. This is April. The exact same 6 stocks in week number 1 of the second quarter. Okay, second quarter, April, May, June. Third quarter, July, August, September. Fourth quarter, October, November, December. Each quarter has 13 weeks. Week number 1 of the first quarter looks the exact same as week number 1 of the second quarter, which coincidentally is the exact same as week number 1 of the third quarter and week number 1 of the fourth quarter. It is the exact same stocks over and over and over again. And the reason, Gail, how are you doing, Gail? And the reason why it's the same is because these same stocks pay dividends every 90 days. So if the company is consistently profitable and the stocks have a tendency to go up in value just before the dividend date, well, then why not buy it before the dividend date? Take the run up, take the 1%, move on to the next one. Because I like Illinois Toolworks. I like Abelmo. Okay, I like Nucor. Okay, but I don't want to buy it here. I want to buy it 2 weeks before the dividend. Give the stock some time to move up. Randall Ray, CENX, is a great aluminum stock. Okay, I never heard of them, but all right. User 29435760 wants to take a look at BX. Isn't that Baxter? No. BX. Isn't that black something? Blackstone. BX. AMZ, I was looking into STZ today because of the tariffs on imported alcohol. They paid a dividend in February. Okay, AMZ, we'll take a look at STZ. Don't know who they are, but we'll take a look. STZ. Sam, Tesla doesn't have dividends. Thank you. John T, we're going to take a look at T in a little bit. Free speech and more. That was correct. Guten Abend. Okay. Tracy, hi. Can I have mod now? It's been a week. Tracy, you got a little bit more than a week. You know, I have some people that have been doing it for 6 months before I actually give them control of who can stay and who can go. All right, just sit tight. Don't be in such a hurry. AMZ, Constellation. You actually got to give me the ticker symbol. Because in brands, I have no idea who those are. They're a Corona Prisoner Wines. Okay. You actually got to give me the ticker symbol for me to do anything with them. All right. That being said, I don't isolate my stocks by industry or anything other than the calendar. Oh, that's what STZ is. All right. I'm kind of curious. STZ. Interesting. Okay, so unfortunately, with a quick look at STZ, look at where it was 90 days ago. She drops, back up, back down, back up, back down. So she's coming down at the moment. So why would I want to jump in now? I mean, I'd take a look at it in a couple more days, maybe sometime next week when she actually turns around again. Antoine, how are you doing today? Your BX is Blackstone. All right. All right, next on the list, we're going to take a look at Alcoa. Interesting. Well, 5 things I want to see. Where's the high? Where's the low? Where was it a year ago? Where is it now? And what's the overall movement? Up, down, and now here it's turning right here. This is this week. This is what I want to take a look at. BX is Blackstone. Dudley. How you doing, Dudley? Gina Nicole, how are you doing? Eurus. Okay, Eurus. Antoine, you doing good? Nice to hear it. All right, so let's take a look at Alcoa. A year ago, Alcoa was at 30.49 right there a year ago. Shoots up, pulls back. Let's take a good look at those numbers. Shoots up to 45, drops to the bottom of the year, the beginning of August, 27, 21. That's the bottom of the year right there. Shoots up, pulls back. What's going on here? All right, the last 90 days. Okay, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Okay, so she's going to the upside at this moment in time. Here's the bottom of the year right here. Okay, so the question you ask yourself, buy low, sell high. Well, of course, that makes sense. Well, here's the bottom of the year. You can't get any lower than the bottom of the year. So let's keep moving on. What is the ticker on the screen? Jaron, how are you today? The ticker on the screen is AA, Alcoholics Anonymous. No, actually, it's Alcoa, AA. Thanks for sharing valuable information and insights on dividend stocks. Thoughts on VRN. Canada TikTok. Hold that thought. VRN. VRN. Okay. Pen doesn't want to write. You ever have that situation where you got a pen in your hand and you're writing, all of a sudden no ink comes out? So you go to the side and you scribble and there's a whole bunch of ink, but why isn't it in the place where I want it? All right, VRN, we'll take a look at that one. And TSX. TSX. All right, TSX. You're welcome. What's the ticker on the screen? Yep. Jaron, you're blessed. Way to go. Thank you for that, Jaron. Okay, HY, Archer. Yeah, we're going to take a look at Archer in a little bit. John Anthony wants to take a look at Mickey D's. MCD. MCD and ULTA. ULTA. Okay, that being said, is now a good time to invest? Jay, I know nothing about you. I cannot give you advice on anything such as that. If you want to have a conversation, drop me your phone number. I'll give you a call and we'll chat. Okay? Free speech and other stuff. Is AA on your list? Do you own any? I don't own any, but let's take a look at the numbers and see if it makes sense. Okay, so here's the last 60 days looks like. Okay, there's 30 days, 60 days, or about 90 days. Down, up, down, up, down, up. Okay, fine, wonderful. Look at the last 30 days. Last 30 days is going to be right there. Okay, 30 days ago, we're up here, almost at 37. We drop down here. Here's the bottom of the year. The bottom of the 30-day time frame. Shoots back up, pulls back, and it goes back up again. All right, so where's it going next? Hypothetically, it looks like she should be going up. Okay, the 30-day high, 30-day bottom, now she's going up. Now, what is it paying? Well, right at this moment in time, let's move this over a little bit. Put that right there. Get my tea, helps my cough. Robin, how are you doing? Wise family, back again. How are you doing? 4 nights in a row. That's pretty cool. Alrighty, the current price for Alcoa, $32.35. Okay, so the $32.50 is the closest, and look at what it's paying, $1.01. That is over 3%. 3% for 1 week. Never mind on UTLA, they pay no dividends. All right, AMZ. All right. So let's do a quick trade on Alcoa, just to see if it makes sense, so you can have an idea of what it looks like. Okay, the 3250s are right here. Let's take a look at just one contract at the market. And here's what it sounds like. Mary June, how are you today? Clipboard. Clipboard wants to take a look at ARLP. ARLP. I have no idea who that is. Do you trade at the open? Yes, I do. Okay. Here's the order right here. Buy one covered call of Alcoa 100. Those are the weeklies. March 25, that is next Friday. Not this Friday, next Friday. That means the option expires next Friday. So whoever buys the option from me is going to have to do something before 4 p.m. next Friday. That's what that says right there. 21 March 25. That's next Friday. The $32.50 call option against the stock at the market to open. Here's what my profit is right there. Now, to figure out the rate of return. Now, I say I make 1% per week. That's my goal. Well, how do I figure out what's 1%? Well, here's my investment right here. That's what I'm paying. And this is my profit right here. Now, when I say simple, safe, predictable, and consistent, when I say simple, the easiest strategy is just buying a stock. But there's no profit in just buying. You actually have to sell something. So the safest and simplest is a covered call. That's where you buy the stock. You sell somebody else the rights to buy it from you for basically the exact same price. So if I'm paying $32.26, I want to sell it to someone else at $32.50 because that's the closest strike price. And for that, I get to collect the premium. And in this instance, the premium is $123.50 for each individual contract. So every contract I do, I pick up $123. Let's check out the math. Now the math, we need the calculator. Calculator. Okay, calculator. All right, here's the calculator. Now, we're going to take our maximum profit, $123.50, and we're going to divide that by the cost of the trade plus the commissions and fees. Cost of trade plus commissions and fees, $3,127. $3,127. And that comes to a grand total of 3.9%. Well, I like 3.9%. Where is that one? Yep, that's written down. Written down and circled. I like that number. That one works for me. Let's get that down here. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. Let's change this back to single and back to here. All right, so that's Alcoa. I do like Alcoa. Mark, when you update the trades on your website, can you fix account number 2 for February 24th to the 28th? They are the same as February 17th to February 21st. Ooh, thank you for that. Okay, websites are not my thing, but I'll pass that along to Jacob. He takes care of that. So you're saying, is that for 2024 or 2025? Wait a minute, that's this year. Okay. Hold that thought. Oh, here it is. Where is it? Right there. Weekly trades 2025. Let's take a gander. You did say account number 2. All right, account number 2, 17th to the 21st. Okay, MPW, Mara Riot, the 18th to the 21st. Okay, 18th to the 21st. Oh, yeah, I'm going to have to fix that one. Thanks for pointing that out. I do make mistakes once in a while. All right, let's get out of that one. All right, we don't need that. Let's take this, move this over to there. All right, now, thanks for pointing that out. I will take a look at it, and I will fix that eventually. All right, let's go to our list. Okay, Alcoa was first. Next on the list is going to be Ford. Now, Ford, here you go. Here's the high of the year. Here's the low of the year. This is where it was a year ago. This is where it is now. Look at the movement. Up, down, sideways, down, sideways. Here we are right here at 953. All right, so the 953s, it looks like she's in a little bit of a downturn at the moment. Yep, she is. 30 days ago, we're way down here. Shoots up. Now she's coming down. Not a time to jump into Ford, but might be time to get out of Ford. All right, that being said, next on our list, QUBT. QUBT. Quantum computing. Yeah, no. Now, see, I have a little bit of a problem when people suggest me to take a look at a stock. Now, when I say I want 2 decades of consistent profitability, well, last year, this thing was at $1. How could that have 20 years of consistent profitability if it was at $1 last year? Colin Thomas, how you doing? JJ, Nanya Biz, hey, back again. Okay, Wook 616, Todd Hall, how you doing? Trig Daddy, Ford will go bankrupt eventually. Bad management. Could very well be. You never know. They've been around for over 100 years. The book value is more than the current stock price. Okay, so it may. I don't know. I can't speak for something I'm not familiar with. You know, I don't know what the management is actually doing in that company. All right. So QUBT. All right. A year ago, we're at not even $1. She shoots up the high of the year, 27. So it goes from less than $1 to $27. Yeah, something ain't right there. There's no consistency of information. So I'm going to say no to QUBT. Archer Aviation, ACHR. ACHR. Okay, so Archer Aviation, a year ago, we're at $5. We dropped all the way down to 3, shoot up to 12. Can you imagine buying it at 3 back in October? And then she shoots up to $12. That's a 300% increase. 300% increase. And then she drops down to almost 6, which is about a 50% drop. That's weird. From here to here is 300, but from here to here, it's only about 50%. Okay. What does it look like it's going next? Well, a year ago, we're at 516. The bottom of the year, in October, $2.80. And look at the last 90 days. Okay? shoots up, pulls back, shoots up, pulls back. Now she's going to the upside. Here's your bottom here, 2 days up. So that looks good. User 5670457619424. It's going to drop a lot more in the coming months. Okay. Ralph, what about Ali Bank? AMZ, where do you find book value? You're learning. Okay, now AMZ, you've been here for a little while, a couple of days. You've seen me do it before. I'm going to do it one more time just to show you exactly where it is. Let's take a look at Archer Aviation, just for the fun of it. We want to go to Yahoo Finance. ACHR. Okay, Archer Aviation. Okay, now Archer Aviation has no dividends. Okay, so it's probably not a good one to choose from, but here you go. On your, I'm going to the wrong side. Hold on a second, I'm going to the wrong side. Over here. On your left-hand side of the screen on Yahoo Finance, you have the summary, which gives you some good information. You have the news, a little bit of research, chart, community, statistics, historical data, profile, financials, analysis, options, holder, substantiality, blah, 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 all that stuff. To find the book value, statistics. So let's go to the statistics and find out what the book value is. Okay, so this company here, $7.29 a share, it has $1.54 per share of revenue. Well, that's not a whole heck of a lot. Okay, the book value per share, $1.49 a share. The company is selling, the stock is selling for $7.29, but the book value is only $1.49 a share. And it doesn't have a dividend. So I'm going to say no to Archer Aviation because I want 2 decades of consistent profitability. If the company's consistently profitable, fine. But if they don't have profits, no. Gallant, is that you? Holy cow, I haven't seen you in a while. Hope everything's okay. Ali Bank. I need a freaking pencil. Pens are very fickle. I used to have one here. I just don't know. There it is. I got it. Hold tight. I got my pencil. Can't go wrong with a pencil. David Newman wants to take a look at American Airlines. Amen wants to take a look at Opera. O-P-R-A. Opera. Ralph. Ali pays a pretty good dividend. We'll take a look at it. Aaron, ABR. What the heck is ABR? ABR. We'll take a look. Okay, Joe, Google. G-O-O-G. All right, we got room for a couple more. What is a good book value? Archer 149 is not good, but what is good? Okay, free speech and other stuff. Go take a look at all that information on Kohl's, KSS. Can you look at Visa, please? Ashok, how are you today? Visa. We'll take a gander at it. Okay, so I'm going to stop all the questions for now. We're going to breeze through all the stocks you guys gave me. I'm just going to go really quick. We got like 30 of them. So I'm going to go real quick. It's going to be a quick yes, quick no. Calamon Blue. Okay, very good, sir. Thank you. We're going to take a gander. Okay, next one on the list is FCX. Why are we looking at FCX? FCX. Historical data. Mel's NGG. Never heard of it. NGG. All right, I'm going to say no, and here's the reason why. Are you ready? 20 years ago, we're at 25 cents. Okay, and then we dropped to 13. That's a 50% drop. 25, 16, 25, 16, 38, 16, 38, 16, 38, 16, 16, 16, 16, 22, 22, 22, 25, 8, 8, 15, 15, 50, 25, 25, 25. Yeah, there's no consistency here. FCX, yeah, no. Sorry. Lemonade, LMND. LMND. Lemonade, there we go, $32.60. And check this out. There are no dividends in the time period selected. That means the lemonade is a no. No, no, no. Now, I'm not quite sure who asked for this. QQQ. Let's take a look at QQQ and let me explain to you a few things. QQQ Invesco Trust, $468 per share. Okay, now I normally don't like jumping in anything over 250. All right, so let's go back 20 years, which would be 2005, and see what the dividends look like. Okay, so here, 2005, 4 cents, 10 cents, 3 cents. That's a big drop. 3, 2, another drop. 5, 3, another drop. 4, 3, another drop. 5, 3, another drop. 3, 3, 3, 3, 4, 5, 4, 4, 7, 5, 9, 9, 11, 11, 8, 12, 10, 16, 5. There's no consistency here whatsoever. Okay, now some people like the triple Qs. Okay, I don't. I'm looking for simplicity, predictability, and profitability. Safety. Okay, can't forget that one. I'm 61. I have no desire to go back to work. Could I? Yeah. Do I want to? No. Mel, NGG, we already wrote that one down. AXP, if we have time. AMZ, we'll take a look at AXP. AXP. All right, that's going to be the last one on the list. I want to hold this. Sit tight. Let's not move anything. Okay, Q's a no. Dollar General is next. Now, I like Dollar General. It is on my list. It's a good stock. DG. Okay, the high of the year. The high of the year, 170. The bottom of the year, 65. Well, that is more than a 50% drop. Okay, so people are worrying about a recession and the stock's dropping. What do you mean? It was 170, now it's 70 bucks. That is more than a 50% drop. So I don't know why people keep saying, well, we're in a recession. We are just about done, okay? 170 down to 70, yeah, that's a big ass drop. But here's the thing. A year ago, the high was 158.75. 168. And then the last 90 days, look at the last 90 days. There's the high, here's the bottom. This is where it was, this is where it is. Look at the movement. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Okay, so no real rhyme or reason for the last couple of weeks, but let's zoom in a little bit. Okay, up, down, up, down. Now she's going up. Okay, But how far is she going to go before she runs out of steam? The bottom is here at 70. The top's at 84. But we're currently at 80. Could it keep going up? Yeah, it can. Okay, but do you like Dollar General? Well, what do the numbers look like for Dollar General? It's at 82 bucks at the moment. Okay, 82. The 82 is going from 140 to 159. Well, that is over 1.5%. It's kind of close to 2%. Now, you should know, you may not know. 2% a week is over 100% per year because there's 52 weeks in a year. If you get 2% every single week, well, that kind of makes sense. Let's keep moving. Next on the list, VMC. VMC. No. Okay? The reason why? Look at this big drop. That's one. This is a monthly optionable. 21 March, 17 April, 16 May, 15 August. Those are monthlies. Now, when I said weekly options only, monthlies, the numbers just don't work for me. So for me, it's going to be a no. I don't like monthlies. It's just no. All right. Anyway, let's keep on going. Prove that I'm human. There we go. All right. Next on the list, AT&T. Interesting. Take a look at this. The high, the low, where was it? Where is it? Look at this. Up, down, up, down, up, down. What's going on here? 26, 27, the 2650s are going for 27 to 31. That's over 1%. The company's been around for over 100 years. Let's take a quick look right here. Okay? Bottom, shoots up, pulls back. Now she's going up again. Well, that makes sense to me. Okay, what does it normally do? Now, I haven't showed this to you yet, but let me show you a seasonality chart and see if it makes sense. Okay. All the way to the left, January 1st, all the way to the right, December 31st. The blue line here represents this year's movement, 2025. Okay? She dipped, went up, dipped again. The red line is 10 years worth of data, 2015, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, so on and so forth. This is what it normally does. Okay? Nice, slow, steady to the bottom. And then the fourth quarter shoots up. Okay. Well, what's happening right about now? Okay, right about now, this thing dips a little bit, goes sideways, and this keeps on dropping. Not the greatest play in the world, in my humble opinion, but I'm not buying it. If you like it, does it make sense? That's a big question. Does it make sense at this current price? Okay, that was AT&T. Next on the list, Key Bank, K-E-Y. Here we go. Key Bank, I'm going to say no. Look at this right here. I don't know. Wait a second. Let me rephrase and take a better look at this one. Here's the high. Here's the low. Here's where it was. Here's where it is. Look at the movement. Up, down, up, down, up, down. What's going on right here? Let's zoom in a little closer. But before we do, let's go over to the numbers. And am I making my 1%? That's what I'm looking for. Simple, safe, predictable, consistent 1% per week. 1545 to 1550s, 9 to 23, almost 1%. Let's take a closer look. A year ago, 1488. She drops to the bottom at 1307 back in June, the middle of June. That's the bottom of the year. And then she goes from 1307 up to 20. Not a 50%, not a 100% increase, but it is $7, which is over 50%. So that's a 50% increase from here to there. It looks like it should be a lot more, but it's not. It's only 50%. The last 90 days, okay? The high and the low, where was it? Where is it? Down, sideways, down. Here's the bottom. Now she's coming back up again. Is it the right time? I don't know. Let's take a quick, let's zoom in a little closer right there. Okay? The high, the low. Look at the movement. Up, down, up, down, up. Right here, a little bit uncertain exactly where it's going, but do you like KeyBank? Okay, it's giving you barely 1%, and it's not really, well, it is going to the upside, but by how much? I would go for a couple more days to the upside, because I don't like the pullback today. Okay, so Tuesday is the 30-day bottom. Wednesday was higher. Today we have a lower low, but not a higher high. I don't know. It could be still coming down, because today kind of throws a monkey wrench in the whole thing, because it looked as if she found its bottom. Looked. That doesn't mean it did. And that was KeyBank. Next on the list, University of New Hampshire, UNH. Was that United Health Group? Something like that? UNH. Interesting. Okay, here's a high. Here's the low. Here's where it was. Here's where it is. Look at this. Down, up, down, up, down, up. 485. 485 is going for $8.10. Close to 2%. Not quite there, but close. Now, do you like United Health Group? Oh, I don't like anything over $300, let alone 480. But let's take a look at the numbers anyway, because somebody else is interested in it. A year ago, 491. We bottom out the middle of April at 437. Okay, a little bit later, the middle of November, there's the top, 631. She drops, retraces, last 30 days, right there. Okay, here's the last 30 days. Here's our 30-day high. Here's our 30-day bottom. Now she's slowly going up, and now she's pulling back. I'm going to say no to that one because she's pulling back at the moment. Very slowly, but still, pulling back is pulling back. Blackstone. BX. Now, we can put Blackstone on the list for next week. Look at this. Down, 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 down. A new 30-day bottom right here. It's going to find a bottom eventually, turn around, go up. If you like Blackstone. What does it normally do this time of year? Okay, here's our seasonality chart. She has a tendency to have a nice movement. But right now, she's coming close to the bottom for the year, based on 10 years of history. Okay, here's where we are right now, that little blue dot, that is today. Look at what she normally does. Just basically goes flat, nowhere. STZ. Wait a minute. Are we done with Baxter? I mean, Blackstone. Yeah. We're going to put Blackstone on the list for next week. Putting Blackstone on the list for next week only because she just keeps dropping. As soon as she finds that bottom, turns around, goes up, then it might be more enticing. But at this moment in time, no. Next, VRN. I have no idea what VRN is. VRN. Varen is no. TSX. Isn't that Taiwan Semiconductors? No. No options. Sorry, no. TYX. Alley Bank. Oh, Alley Financial. Okay, we're going to say no to Alley Financial only because, look at this. Dropping. Here's our new bottom today. Kind of messed it up. Look, because Monday was the bottom, Tuesday was higher, Wednesday was higher. That's 2 days to the upside right there. It looked almost perfect, except for today, pulled it all back down again. So we're looking for another 30-day bottom. AAL, American Airlines. No. Things dropping like a rock. As soon as it finds the bottom, turns around. Now, we do have it already written down for next week. Oprah, O-P-R-A. No. I don't do monthlies. The numbers just don't work. AGR. Agra. No. Okay, monthly. May 16th, 15 August. Yeah, no. I don't know who wanted this one. Google, G-O-O-G. Now, it may look interesting, but this thing only paid 2 dividends. That's it. Okay, now, they've been in business for quite a while, but they only have 2 dividends. Yeah, no thank you. Visa. Somebody want to take a look at Visa? No. Here's the high of the year. Here's the pullback, looking for a new bottom. As soon as we find one, maybe. American Express, AXP. Same thing. High, low. It's almost the exact same as Visa. No. NGG. No. It is a monthly. Automatic no. American Express, we did that. McDonald's, MCD. No. Okay, the high of the year. Profit taken. Yesterday is the bottom. We're looking for 2 days the upside. Monday, it may be a good contender. So let's look it down. Let's write it down. MCD. Okay. Last on the list is ARLP. ARLP. What the hell is that? ARLP. If I got to say that, it's usually going to be a no. And it is a no. Imagine that. All right. So those are all the 30 stocks you guys had me take a look at. Let's go and answer some questions. Okay, so AMZ, we already looked at American Express. It's going to be on the list for tomorrow. What are the top 9 stocks you like? Hal, how are you doing today? Glad you're doing well there, Mr. Hal. ABR, we already did ABR, we did Google, we did NGG, did all that. Ashok, thank you. AMZ, we got that one. Wompa, what's happening? Mabato, what's going on? Tatus, didn't Dollar General almost go broke a few years ago? Could be. Quantum Antenna, how are you today? Yoli, what's happening? Ramza Niwahakan, I don't know. I think we skipped Nokia, ADR. ADR. That's not Nokia. Nokia is N-O-K. Okay? Nokia. And Nokia is going to be a no. Okay? It's at the high of the year. I don't buy anything at the high of the year. Sorry. Squeeze. What's happening? You love this shirt. What the hell were you drinking? Okay, Quantum Antenna. Do I drink coffee or tea? This is ginger tea with honey. It's supposed to help my sore throat from talking too much. I'm not used to talking so much. Is that, is it? It is. Simone, how are you today? Southwest Airlines, huh, Simone? We'll take a look. Here's the high, here's the low, here's where it was, here's where it is. Look at the movement. Down, up, down, up. 31.30, the 31.50s go 56 to 62. Well, that's nice. 1.5 to 2%. Got it. Okay, 75 Corvette. Prudential is a monthly. It's going to be a no. Sorry. What are the top 9 stocks you like? Hold that thought. I would say Macy's, Kohl's, Nordstrom's, U.S. Steel, Riley, Dell, and Intel. Okay, let's take a closer look. Okay, a year ago, we're at 26, or that 28? 28.70 a year ago. The bottom of the year was in the beginning of August, and that was 23.55. Okay, the top of the year, 36.15, that was the beginning of December. All right, I'm gonna sit down for this. I'm getting a little tired. Getting a little tired today. Oh, that's so much better. Sorry, guys, I'm gonna sit down. All right, that being said, that's LG, Southwest Airlines. All right, now 75 Corvette, PRU, Prudential, that's a monthly, it's going to be a no. Whale, how are you? Squeeze, thank you. Dundon, 200, thank you. Arizo, what's happening? Isidro, Montoya, okay. Clipboard 88. Did you look at ARLP? Yeah, we did. ARLP. ARLP. Yeah. Chipboard 88. ARLP is a monthly optionable stock. I don't do monthly options. The numbers just don't work. Okay, it's actually that simple. The numbers just don't work. A monthly option, you could trade it once a month. That's only 12 times a year. Okay, if I'm making 1 to 2% for each option trade that I do, well, that's only going to give me 12 to 24% a year. But using the same logic, 1 to 2% a week with a weekly option, that's 50% to 100% per year. None of your business. Home Depot. Ooh. Home Depot. No. Now, don't get me wrong. I love Home Depot, really do. Do a lot of shopping there. But look, here's the bottom right here. Today is the bottom. Now, Home Depot may look better next week after she finds that bottom, turns around, goes back up again. Three days to the upside is what you're looking for, a new bottom. John Anthony, absolutely. Carlos, CRWD. Now, I'm pretty sure CrowdStrike, CRWD, CRWD, okay, putting it into the Yahoo Finance. Okay, do you see this right here? There are no dividends. Okay, so why are we looking at a company that has no dividends? It doesn't make any sense for me. Okay? Would you say risky business? Risky business. I have no idea what that means, but okay. Paul, can you talk more specifically how to anticipate the volatility working in your favor on weekly? Paul, that's an interesting question. Now, Paul, you've been here for a while, okay? You've heard me say it over and over again. Rule number one, never buy something you don't understand. Okay, if you don't understand it, don't buy it. If stock going up, stock going down as much as it does, if that bothers you, this may not be a game for you to be playing. So you got to remember, years ago, before options came available, people would buy a stock and hold on to it for decades. Okay, it hasn't been until recently, since you just got here, where you find there's an opportunity to make weekly returns simply, safely, predictably, and consistently. Well, fine. Just pick out the right stock, find the right timing, and you're good to go. It's really not that difficult. James Brachu, what's happening? Mary June, interesting question. Ramza, thank you for that. Mary June, the financial data you were looking at again to compare the stock value. Okay, that is Yahoo Finance. Okay, here's Yahoo Finance. Now, Yahoo Finance will give you a lot of detailed information about the company. Who's running the company? When were they established? What were their stock prices from a long time ago to the current? Are they consistently increasing? You can check by the numbers, okay? And then you can check stuff like summary, which gives you some good detailed financial information. Research, news, community, statistics. I love statistics. That's where you find the book value, under statistics. But make sure you're looking at the right book value, because the book value is up there twice. James Brochu, MDT, isn't that Medtronics? Medtronics, MDT. First thing, I want to take a look at the chart. The high, the low, where was it? Where is it? Look at the movement. Up, down, up, down, up. Well, where is it going? All right, let's take a gander. Gonna need the glasses for this one. 30 days ago, we're at 85. The bottom of the year was July 9th, 8th, 9th, some of that area. Okay, that was 75.83. She shoots up, pulls back. Look at your last 90 days. Down, up, down, up, down. This is going to be a not this week, maybe next week. Now, quickly take a gander. Last 30 days, right there. Okay? She went up, big drop. Up, big drop. What's going here? She's turning around right here. Yesterday was a low. Today, it is a little higher. Okay, now I like 2 days to the upside. We already have one. Okay, we just need one more. Next. Okay, that was MDT. Ryan, is this Thinkorswim? Yes, it is. Carlos Perez, ¿qué pasa, amigo? ¿Cómo está? What do I think about crowd? We just looked at crowd not even 2 or 3 minutes ago. Okay, it's going to be a no because they're not consistently profitable. FH, what's a good strike for Intel next week? Okay, FH, let's take a look at Intel. Now, I do own some. Now, a year ago, we're over at 44. There's the high. Here's the low right here. Look at the bottom. Once, twice, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. 6 times right there on the $19 area. 6 times. So you could call that pretty much support. Okay, she shoots up, pulls back. Look what happened here. Who knows what's happening here? This is going to be a no for me. Let me explain why. Okay. A month ago, we shoot up, 27, 28, drop down to 19. Okay, that's a big drop. and then we shoot up. We got gapped up once, we gapped up twice. Now we're at 23.70. Yeah, more than likely it's going to be profit taken. Yes, I mean tomorrow. I mean with a gap up here and a gap up here, usually. But take a look at the numbers. We're currently at 23.70, so we'll be looking at the 24s. Well, the 24s are right here. That's a 3% for Intel. If you like Intel, okay? It's one of those questions. The numbers look good. The chart looks good. What does seasonality tell us? What does this thing normally do this time of year? Well, this time of year, okay, this is where we are. We're going to go sideways for a little bit, and then we're going to shoot up. All right. Well, now, that's not guaranteed. That just gives us an idea of what it normally does. That doesn't mean it's going to do it again, even though it does give us the idea that the odds and probabilities, well, the third week of March, well, the stock always goes sideways. That could be your argument. I don't know. Oh, so anyway, what's a good strike for Intel? Now, I'm not giving advice here. Okay, now I wouldn't mind jumping in tomorrow. 23.99. The 24s are going for 78. Okay, that's over 3%. And I have no problem holding on to Intel. Intel is one of those few companies where wherever you are, the option premium is still nice. All right, next. You need some warm tea. Alex, I got some right here. Ginger tea with honey. But thank you for that, Alec. Real Estate Cozy. Thank you for showing up. Disgruntled Cook. Back again? Alrighty. GLNCY. Now, I have no idea what that is. GLNCY. It has no options. It's automatic no. Disgruntled Cook. Happy you're having a good evening. Yes, I am. Jonathan, you used to always talk about dividend paying stocks that go X in 2 weeks or less. Well, Jonathan, that's exactly what we're doing. Okay? You just got here, but you haven't noticed. Okay? This here is April. So in 2 weeks, this is what's going EX. In Illinois Toolworks, National Something Gas, Nucor, Fortis, ABM. Was that Abelmal? No. That's ABL. ABM is shit. What the heck is ABM? ABM Industries. Okay. And then Cisco. Okay. Cisco. Yeah, they'll get the dividend coming up in 2 weeks. Yeah, you're right. You know, I'm still talking about the same thing. AMZ, I'm surprised Coca-Cola isn't one of your faves. Isn't it supposed to be a great dividend stock? Yeah, AMZ it is. Okay, but let's take a look at Coca-Cola, and I'll tell you why I don't like it. Okay? Okay, pumpkin. Here we go. KO. Okay, here's Coca-Cola. Now, all right, hold on a second. Hollywood. How you doing there, Hollywood? Any suggestions? My daughter and her son are coming over, and they like my potato salad, but I have to take a bit. Alrighty then. Okay, that's just disturbing. All right. So here we are at Coca-Cola. Now, the one thing I don't like about Coca-Cola, even though it's been around for over 100 years, okay, a couple of days ago, we're at the high of the year, 73. Well, currently right now, we're at 69, 62. Look at the premium, okay? The 70 is going for 50 cents to 52 cents. Yes, Coca-Cola's a great company. Yes, it's been around for over 140 years, but the premium is less than 1%. I don't think I've bought Coca-Cola maybe once or twice in the last 20 years. Okay? Free TikTok coins. How are you? Okay, David Newman, what platform are you looking at for option information? That would be Think or Swim, and that is owned by Charles Schwab. Oops, I missed some questions. Thank you. Oh, 13, 13, 13. Are you Eric Muslim's brother? Yes, I am. How did you guess? Oh, Mary June wants to take a look at Procter & Gamble. Now, I like Procter & Gamble. They've been in business for over 100 years. They are a dividend king, which means they haven't increased their profits to the shareholders. Now, I'm going to say no to this only because, take a look. The high was Monday. Okay, now she got 3 days to the downside. Right there, see it? Down. Yeah, no thank you. Sorry. Please suggest me the top 3 dividend stocks. Eon, how are you doing today? I can't actually tell you that because I don't know anything about you. How many options can you do per week? As many as you can afford to do. Okay, I think I did this week. I got 7 different accounts. It would definitely have to be over 400 or 500 option trades or options. M. Ariola, interesting name. Home Depot. Home Depot. No. Now the reason I'm saying no to Home Depot, look at the past couple of weeks. Okay, your high was a couple of weeks ago, and it's just going down, 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 down. Yeah. Wait for the bottom to show up. As soon as the bottom shows up, that's when you jump in, wait for it to go higher. Okay. LC Paragon. Tariffs, yay or nay? I say yay. All right, simple. David Bryan, would you say risky business this is? No, it's risky if you don't know what you're doing. Now, if you know what you're doing, then no, it's not risky at all. Does Coke Black Swan like Target? I've never noticed it. I've never played Coca-Cola, not in the last decade anyway. Thank you for taking my question. Love the help. Well, alrighty then. Laurie White, B.A. That's Boeing, isn't it? B.A. Boeing. Ooh, did you see that? Okay, here's the high, here's the low. That's where it was, where it is. Look at the movement. Okay, up, down, up, down. Now she's going back up again. So let's zoom into that a little bit better. Before we do, what do the numbers look like? 160 to 160. Ooh, nice. All right, so a year ago, 183.59. Okay, she drops, shoots back up. There's the high right there at the end of July, 197.08. Okay, the bottom right here, second week of November, 137. Shoots up, pulls back, shoots up. There's the high of the year, 188. And she drops 3 days to the upside. Okay, there you go. Drops, 1, 2, 3. 3 days to the upside. Okay, so Boeing at the moment, the 160s right there. Let's give it a quick check. A quick check, why not? Boeing 160s. Here we go. Just one contract, please, if you may. Market order. And we're off to the races. What does that sound like? There it is. Buy one covered call of Boeing 100. That's the weeklies. Okay. March 21st, 2025. That's next Friday. The 160 call against the stock at the market to open. 463 is my profit. Let's get my calculator out here. Okay, 463. We want to divide that by the investment, 15,500. All right, 15,537. Now that's a big chunk of change to put aside for only 2.9% if you like Boeing. All right, next. All right, Paul Brahms. I meant volatility in the sense of movement that gets you where you want to be. Again, Paul, I'm always looking at the same things over and over again. Number one, where's the high? Where's the low? Where was it? Where is it? Where's it going? Okay. What are the odds and probabilities that the outcome that I'm looking for is actually going to show up? These are questions you need to ask yourself. Does it make sense? Are these trades, are these stocks the ones I want to hold on to and maybe hand down to my children at some point in time? Well, it's a valid question. Thanks, Eddie. All right. Also, got Intel at 19 ahead of the CEO announcement. Not sure if I should keep it. Okay, well, AMZ, it's always going to depend on where you jump in. Okay, you jumped in 19. Now you're concerned and you're questioning whether or not to change your trade because you want to get some of that uptick. Well, as soon as you sell a covered call against your position, you're actually signed away all the rights to any future appreciation because you can't have your cake and eat it too. Okay, cash flow is one strategy. Capital appreciation means taking advantage of when the stock jumped. You can't do both together. Whirlpool, All American Parts, could thrive if there are tariffs. KG, nice going. Whirlpool, WHR, is that right? WHR. Whirlpool. I'm going to say no to Whirlpool for two reasons. Reason number one, it's at the bottom of the year, bottom fishing, looking for that new bottom. Reason number two, it's a monthly optionable stock. Monthly options just don't work for me. Okay, Laurie, we already did that one. Jennifer, Intel hot ribble. I don't know what hot ribble means, but okay. It doesn't go up. Okay. FH said, I've made great money this year with it. Well, I have too. I love Intel, love the numbers. When you sell covered call, you don't care if it goes up? No, I don't. My major concern, FH, is consistency of profitability. Okay, are they consistently profitable? What are they giving me for covered calls? If I buy the stock, what am I getting? Yeah, I'm making a decent profit off of it also. Aaron Hepp, ABR. Didn't we look at ABR already? ABR. Arbor. Is that Arbor Realty? Yeah, Arbor Realty. Okay. All right, here's the high. Here's the low. Here's where it was. Here's where it is. Look at the movement. Up, down, big drop, sideways. 1250. The 1250s are going for 13, just over 1%. Okay. A year ago, 13. The high of the year, 1593. The low of the year. Okay, here's our last 30 days. Okay, 30 days ago, we were at 1373. A couple of days later, there's our top, 1435. Big drop. A couple of days later, the 25th is our bottom, 1143. Okay, she pulls up a little bit. In the last 3 weeks, she's just going sideways. Okay, that's it, just sideways. No big moves at all. Give me a second there. Does Coke Black Swan? No. Sam, so would you have to sell it by next Friday if it reaches target? Or how does that selling part of a covered call work? That's a good question. How does that selling part work? Well, when you buy the stock, you own it, you can do whatever you want with it. But when you sell a covered call against it, you're basically giving somebody the rights to buy it from you at a certain price by a certain date. Okay, so if the stock hits your target on Friday or before, well, somebody more than likely is going to take that stock away from you. From there, you just let it go and then you move on to the next one. Okay, so I'm going to put a little video on for you guys. I got to use the restroom. That doesn't happen that often. So I'm going to introduce you to the princess. You can take a quick gander at what she's doing. YouTube channel. Now, I've been doing this for a while, so I'm going to show you quickly some of the videos that I've done right here. Videos right there. And we're going to look at the oldest, and I'm going to play this one for you, and I'll be right back.
Hi, I'm JC, and me, as you being part of my internet website company, which my dad didn't let me call me that, but I do. Being part of that, you're going to be getting weekly lists of stocks that I'll be trading, and every month you'll be getting 4 lists of stocks that you can choose from that will help you get the best return on your money. List number 1 is stocks that are paying out each year, and then list number 2 is a list of stocks that pay out twice a year. List number 3 is a list of stocks that pay out every month. And the 4th list is lists of stocks that pay out every quarter, which is 4 times a year. Yeah. The list I'm going to send you is going to help you get the best return on your money. Wait, I just realized something. If there are 20 days exactly in this year of... There's 20 days exactly in this year, January, of the trading days, and if you only have to own stock for about 2 or 3 days, how many times can you buy? 4 times! Or 5. Yeah. I just realized that the lists I'm sending you are kind of irrelevant because I'm going to be sending you a list of stuff that I'm trading, and you can just watch me. But I'm going to send it to you anyways because I like to be organized.
Okay, there's over 20 days in the month of January. There's over 20 days in February. There's over 21 days in the month of March. What does that mean? That means every single day you buy a different stock. Every single day there's a different company paying out dividends. Anyway, no, seriously. By picking just one company per month, just one. January, February, March, that's 12. 12. You can buy 12 different companies for the whole year and still make over 20% a year. That is easy. 1 trade a month. Who can't do 1 trade a month? But you want to pump it up a little bit, let's do 2 trades a month. 20 days. 20 days in the month of January, you can do 2. 1 every 10 days. Okay, so you get 2 January, 2 February, 2 March, blah, 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 24 for the whole year, and you get at least 2%. That's 30% a year. 50% per year. That's cool. Anyway, this is James. Have a good day.
This could be one of the greatest opportunities you're ever going to see. But for those who ignore this warning, they will see their portfolios plunge in value by 50% or more in the weeks ahead. How do I know? Because the last time I stepped forward with an expose like this was 25 years ago when I issued my first financial prophecy. Back then, I discovered a new technology that was about to unleash massive, unimaginable changes in America. I likened the impact of that new technology to the railroad boom, to the Industrial Revolution, to the rise of personal computers. And in an investment paper that's now been read by more than 100,000 people, I explained how the...
All righty. Sorry it took too long. When nature calls, you can't really ignore it. So that was the princess, okay? Now, that was me 15 years ago. Okay, basically saying the exact same things now that I did then. Well, let's get out of there. Now, let's go there. All right. Looked at ABR, FH, blah, blah, blah. All right. So you would have to sell it by the next Friday to reach your target, or how does that selling part of the covered call work? Yeah, if you hit your target, when you buy the stock, you buy it at a certain price. That number never changes. What does change is the highs and lows during the week. So the stock moves, yeah, it's either going to move toward your strike price or away from your strike price. If it goes towards your strike price, great. You don't have to do anything. You're in, you're out, you don't have to do anything. It all takes care of itself. Now, if it doesn't, well, you just get to do the same thing again next Monday. Grandfather clock, Popcat, live visibility restricted. Your live is not eligible for recommendations and restricted in search results because it contains unoriginal or reproduced content. This is in line with the feed eliminations standards. Okay. I want to appeal that one. Submit. Anyway, Leonard will be 3,500 soon. Okay. Don't know what that means, but all right. New Jersey wants to take a look at Mara. So let's take a look at Mara. M-A-R-A. M-A-R-A. Here we go. Our high, our low, where was it? Where is it? Let's take a look. Down, up, down, up, down. Yeah, we're going to say no to Mara for this week only because it's looking for that bottom. Okay, she shot up, she pulled back. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 down days in a row. We're looking for a new bottom. As soon as we do, I'm going to put Mara down for next week because, hold on a second. Mara, it's already on the list for next week. Okay, Max Capital. Hey, Dad, your daughter's beautiful. Thank you. Every dad's nightmare. Yeah, it wasn't fun. As soon as she turned 13, she wanted nothing to do with Dad until she is 25. Now she wants to talk with me again. It is what it is. All right, HPE. Isn't that Hewlett Packard? Look at CRVO. CRVO. I've never heard of it. And usually, if there's a stock I never heard of, CRVO. Yeah, no. Sorry. How? H-O-W. H-O-W. Yeah, no. HPE. HPE. Okay, now, this is Hewlett Packard. We're going to say no to this one this week, but we are going to keep our eye on it. Look at this. Here's our high here at 24.50. And she drops all the way down to 14.77. That's a $10 drop. Okay, that's close to 50%. That's close to a 50% drop from just a month ago. So yeah, once she goes down to here, finds a new bottom, turns around, goes back up, I want to be there when that happens. So Mike, thank you for that. We'll keep our eye on that one. HPE. HPE. Next. Leonard, wow, okay, great job, blah, 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 blah. Jack, PIAI for Pi Day tomorrow. I have no idea with PIAI. Yeah, No. Sorry. Thanks, Professor. You're welcome. Wise family, thank you for that. Coach Joel, what's happening? Karakam, what's happening with you too? Sorry, I thought it was a weekly. Okay, it's fine. Mary Joan Jank. That's yay, it is. Uh-oh. Second Chance Ranch. Okay. What do you think about CQP? What the heck is CQP? CQP. No. Okay. I don't do monthlies. The numbers just don't work. I don't know why I keep after repeating myself. Okay. Do you have to sell your stocks often to fulfill contracts? Sometimes, yes. Sell after getting paid? Of course, why not? Put 14,000 to VOO at 512. What do you think about it being a long-term investment? Chris Lewis, how are you today? Hold that thought. I understand you never like Walmart, but with the correction, I'm positive it will go up. All right, Caricum, I never said I don't like Walmart. I've always said Walmart just never in the right place at the right time. Okay? Now, look at Walmart. Last year, up, 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 up. I missed the opportunity. One, last May. Another one, last August. Another one, December, January. Well, here's another one right here. I might be able to take this one. So let's go take a look at it. Okay, so here's the high right here at 105. Okay, that was on Valentine's Day, 105. Then she dropped, retraced, dropped again. Here we are here at 84.50. Well, let's take a look. The 84, the 85 is going for 131. Well, that's over 1.5%. That actually sounds like a good trade, but I'm not going to do it until this thing stops dropping. I mean, stop dropping, turn around, go back up. That's what I'm looking for. Now, I'm going to write that down for next week. It's already written down for next week. So we already looked at that one earlier. So that being said, just because there's opportunities here and here doesn't mean that I'm in the right position in order to be able to take care of those. Because most of my money is already invested on Monday and Tuesday anyway. You understand? Okay, thank you. Thanks for the question. It was a good question, though. Because when the opportunity pops up, okay, as soon as it hits the bottom, turns around, goes back up, well, that's the signal to jump in. That doesn't mean I have money to jump in. It doesn't mean I'm ready to take on a new position, because I have positions now and I roll them forward to collect my one. Remember, I'm looking for 1%. That's it. Simple, easy, safe, quick, in, out. That's all I want to do. I have other things I want to do with my time. So I make simple, easy trades, less than 5 or 10 minutes every single day. I'm in, I'm out. I'm okay with it. I have a couple of priorities in my life. Number one, consistency of profitability. Number two, safety, simplicity, okay, predictability, I said consistency. I said it twice. Imagine that. Chris Lewis, you like VOO, and you're going to put 14 grand into it. Okay, well, let's take a look. VOO. Well, number one, it doesn't look that good at this moment in time. A year ago, we're at 470. Okay, we dropped all the way down to 450. And then we shoot up to 560. That is $110 increase. So $110 increase. You think that sounds like a lot? It ain't. It's only 25%. That's it. Okay. Now we looked at a stock. I think it was a $4 stock. It made a 300% increase in, I think it was like a month or two. Okay, this takes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 months to make 25%. And $560. Yeah, no. Now, look at the big drop here. Right? Here's the high, 565. Now it's at 507. Okay, so that is a $58 drop. Okay, that's about a little over 11 or 12% drop. It's a big drop, but it's only like 11%, 12%. It's not that much. The bigger the number is, the more it's got to move in order to be profitable. But hold on a second. Now, just because that's what it looks like, okay? Me personally, I don't jump into anything until it turns around. You see this right here, where it turned around and went back up? I'm going to wait for it to do the same thing, turn around and go back up again. I'm not going to buy it because I don't like VOO. Let me explain why. Now, Chris, you're new here, so let me show you something that I'm guessing you probably never seen before. Now, the reason why I'm thinking you've never seen this before, because if you had seen this, you wouldn't be buying VOO. Okay, so sit tight. Let me show you. All right. Got to get the glasses for this one. VOO. Chris, you ready for this? All right. Here we go. Vanguard S&P 500 electronically traded fund. VOO. All right. $507 per share. Okay. Okay, Chris, you ready for this? Let's, for the fun of it, Chris, take a look at what the dividends for VOO are. Now, what I'm looking for specifically, Chris, is consistency of profitability. Okay, may sound complicated, but consistency of profitability. Do you buy stocks to only collect the dividend over a long period of time? Absolutely not, Sam. Now, Sam, you were here a couple of times. I remember the name. I'm good with names. You've been here for a while. I think you're missing what I'm trying to do. So just sit tight for a second, and I will get to that question. But this one's for you, Chris. You ready? Now, when I say consistency of profitability, if a company, well, the reason for companies to be a company in the first place is to provide a product or a service to the general public and to make a profit. Okay, go to work, make some money. That's basically what we're doing. Okay, simple, easy, right? Okay, so here's the thing. Okay, we looked the other day, I think it was Monday, on how many companies are there available on a daily basis. 9,976 this week. Okay, it changes every week, but this week, 9,976. This one here, okay? When I say consistency of profitability, we're looking at the dividends. Now, the reason we're looking at the dividends is because if a company is profitable, they have two choices. Number one, they can take all the profits and put it back into the company. I turn the fan up, it's getting a little warm in here. Give the money back to the investors as a portion of the profits. Okay, so if I'm looking for companies that do have dividends and consistently increase their dividends, well, that's because if the profits increase, the dividends increase. If the profits decrease, the dividends decrease. So when I'm saying consistency of profitability, well, that means every single year they should be making more and more and more and more money. Okay, so let's take a look at the dividends on VOO. Now, I said earlier, I'm looking for 20 years of consistent profitability. This here first started paying a dividend in September 2010. That's only 15 years. Now, you might say, okay, I'll do 15 years. Now, sometimes I'll do 15 years too, if it's a good company that I've heard of. But VOO, I've never heard of them. Okay? Let's take a look at the numbers. You ready? Ready for this, Chris? Here we go. 2010. Listen closely. 56, 53. That's backwards. That's one, backwards. 53, 57, 58, 69, 57. That's two, backwards. 64, 69, 94, 67, three of them, backwards. 74, 79, 91, 78, four, backwards. 81, 88, 98, 90, five, backwards. 95, 109, 101, 6, backwards. 95, 7, backwards. 88, 8, backwards. 130, 1, 10, backwards. 101, 118, 118, 108. Do you see what's happening, Chris? Okay, one step forward, one step back. Two steps forward, one step back. They're not consistently profitable. Why are you wanting to put your money into a company that's not consistently profitable? Other than the fact that they give you a monthly option. Not enough monthly option. A monthly dividend. Well, okay. That's not monthly, is it? December, June. No, that's quarterly. Okay, so anyway, they give you a quarterly dividend. They're 15 years old. No, thank you. Okay, they're not consistently profitable. No, thank you. But hold on a second, Chris. I'm going to show you something that you probably not going to like. I don't know. Maybe you will. Maybe you won't. Okay, so we're going to look under the statistic. All right, did I say statistic or summary? All right, Chris, you ready for this? I don't think you are. Current price, $509. Okay, there it is, current price right there. The yield. The yield. Do you understand what the yield is? That means you're putting in $509 per share, and you get 4 dividends a year. Okay, the dividend, what the hell is it? It's not telling me the dividend. Anyway, but the yield is 1.23%. You're investing your money, your $14,000 into VOO, and VOO is paying 1.4% for the year. Not a week, not a month, not a quarter, a year. 1.2%, sorry, 1.2%. Okay, now I'm showing you how to get 1% per week, but you're investing your money getting 1.2% per year. Okay, yeah, no, not for me anyway. Okay, if you like it, fine. Do you have any idea how long is it going to take you to double your money at 1.23% per year? Well, I know how long it's going to take me to double my money, because at 1% a week, that's over 52% per year, or 70, I think it's like 74% per year compounded, which means in 14 months, I can double my money. You are going to have to go somewhere around 63, 65 years to double your money at 1.2% per year. It's all about the numbers. Numbers don't lie. Okay? You're paying $509. Your yield is 1.2. It boggles my mind, dude. Why the hell you do that? Now, I got a couple of rules. And rule number 1, you seem to be missing. Rule number 1 is never buy something you don't understand. What do I mean by you understand? Well, if you understand you're investing $509 per share, your profit at the end of the year is 1.2%. Why that? What the hell are you thinking? Seriously, never mind. No, never mind. Let's keep going. Next. Jack Wayne. PAIA for Pi Day tomorrow. Okay, we already looked at that. It's going to be a note. It doesn't even exist. Thank you. AMZ. I haven't done any covered calls or options yet. I don't feel confident that I understand it yet. All right, AMZ, there's nothing wrong with that at all. I mean, you do it when you're ready. Okay, you're basically, all right, when you buy something, when you buy a stock, eventually you got to sell it. I'm not quite sure what you don't get out of that. Now, a covered call, okay, a covered call, basically you're buying the stock. Let me change this one. I don't want anybody to think I'd actually buy that thing. You're buying the stock, and eventually, when it goes up, you're selling it. Okay, what's hard about that? Now, a covered call, you're basically doing the same thing. You're buying the stock, and then you're choosing what your sell price is. Now, the nice thing about choosing the sell price is that you can collect an additional amount called a premium before you sell it. So let's say hypothetically you buy Macy's at $13.64. All right, fine. I buy it at $13.64. I want to sell it at $15. Okay, that's a nice little profit. It's a little one. Get in, get out, move on. So you sell it here, you pick up this, and then when it hits that price, you sell it. Same thing. You don't make money in the stock market until you sell something. Investing is buying something. Okay, well, anyone can buy something, but you don't make money buying anything. Okay, once you buy it, well, to make a profit, you eventually have to sell it. That's just the way it works. You buy something and you sell it for profit. Well, that's making the money. That's what we're doing here. Where did I go? Nature was calling, Jersey. I think that's happened 3 times. In 2 years, it's happened 3 times. I had to stop and go to the bathroom. That silver guy, good to see you too. What are you planning to invest in next week? Well, this is the list we came up this week, okay? Here's the list we came up with this week right here. What do we have on here? UPS, Macy's, C is, hold on, Citigroup, Riot, Morgan Stanley, Walmart, 3M, Micron, Disney, Seagate, AVGO, FANG, VFC, Intel, LUV, Southwest Airlines, General Electric, Mara, is that 8? IP, International Paper, US Bank, Bank of America, Riley, Comcast, Ford, Kohl's. I got Bank of America twice. I gotta cross that one off. Target, Exxon Mobil, Lunar, AT&T, ADI, Verizon, Baxter, McDonald's, Home Depot, and Hewlett Packard. Those are the ones we're looking at over the weekend. See which one works. All right, let's keep on keeping on. Do you think Zim gives good dividends? Nope. I looked at Zim before in the past. It just doesn't fit what I'm looking for. So what are the best picks for a Roth IRA? Okay, Braden, I can't really answer that question for you because I know nothing at all about you. In order for me to give you a halfway decent recommendation, if that's what you want to call it, a tip, whatever, I would have to know certain things about you. And I don't know anything about you, so I really can't tell you anything what's good or what's bad. All right, so Sam, we're going to address your question now. Do you buy the stocks to only collect the dividend over a long period of time? Absolutely not. Hey, Mary Jane, you have a great night. Okay, the Roach, or is a good stock to invest it? Okay, I can't tell you whether or not it's good for you because I know nothing at all about you. But if you like it, there you go. Braden, you're in your 20s. You got a long way to go, dude. I'm 61. I'm retired. The money I have has to last me the rest of life, so I don't take unnecessary risks. You're 20. You can screw up royally a whole bunch of times, and you'll still be okay by the time you retire. You got a long way to go. Mess up now. Learn what you need to do. 1% a year when you can do that a week. Absolutely. I got what you're saying already. All righty. All right, so Sam, you got, I don't have to go into that one? Cool. All right. So it's 20 past. We ran out of questions. Let's take a look at some more stocks you guys gave me to take a look at. I looked at them all. Holy cow. Okay. Let's take a look at this part of the list right here we haven't looked at yet. WBA. I don't even think we can do WBA anymore. WBA. Oh, Walgreens. Can we still buy Walgreens? Well, I'm supposing that we can. Imagine that. Not the time to buy it now. Look at where we are. Here's your high. She drops back up, back down. Okay. Ooh, mRNA. mRNA. Okay. Here's our high. Here's our low. Here's where it was. Here's where it is. Look at this. Up, down, sideways, 34.65 to 34.50 to go for 156. Well, that's a nice number. Okay, 35, 156. That's got to be at least 5%. But let's take a closer look at the numbers. A year ago, we're at 109. The high of the year, 171. Well, 171 to the bottom right here, 29. 171 to 29. That's a big drop. Okay. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Yeah, we're going to say no to Moderna. No. MRK, Merck, MRK. Ooh, now this one looks good. All right. High, the low, where was it? Where is it? 135 is the top, 80 is the bottom. That is almost, what was that, like 45% drop? Okay, a year ago, we're at 122. We topped out at 134. Here's the bottom right here. 2 weeks ago, on the 18th, 81.04. Okay, here's your high, here's your bottom, here's your top. Look at the gap is almost filled. She could keep going up to fill in this gap at 98, but the 30-day high is way up here at 102. So there's a possibility. It's at 95, and the current 95 is going for 110. See? Up, the 96. Yep, you're getting just 1% out of it. If you like Merck, and that's just it. All right, my eyes are heavy, sight is dim. I gotta stop for the night. I'm thinking of doing it again tomorrow night. I usually take Friday nights off. Not 100% sure what I'm gonna do. We'll figure it out tomorrow. I am a little bit tired today, so I'm gonna call it quits. And because we ran out of questions, you guys are about done. Oh, NNOX, what the heck is that? NNOX. Yeah, no. Okay, it's a monthly. I don't do monthlies. The numbers just don't work. Sorry. Okay, so no other questions. We're going to call it a night. You guys have a great day, and we will see you again tomorrow. Oh, IREN. Coconut. Let's take a look at IREN real quick. IREN. Okay. Take a look at your top right here. A couple of weeks ago. And then she drops down to here. Here's your bottom here. Just kind of going sideways. It's getting ready to go back up. Okay, 675. The 7 is going for 32 to 34. Nice. Okay. Thank you for your knowledge. Being in my 20s, this is really good to know to build a retirement. Holy cow, dude, do you realize being 20, if you did 4, 5 years of not going out, not hanging with your friends, not buying stupid crap, staying away from girls, and just working your ass off. Okay, 2 jobs. Sleep on the couch at a buddy's house or your mom's house. Don't spend any money. Invest every single penny you can. Okay? You could retire and never have to work again in 4 or 5 years. You'll be 25, 26 years old or 27, 28 years old. Never have to worry about money again. But are you willing to make that sacrifice? If I knew then what I know now, I would say, screw everybody, screw everything. I'd live in a van. I'd park my van in the back of where I work. I go to one job first thing in the morning, done with that job, go to the next job, bust my ass for 4 or 5 years, make the money that I need so I never have to work again in my life. Nobody ever told me that. Thank you. Get some sleep. Looking forward to the next time. Winter Park in America, welcome. See you again. Thanks. Have a nice white weekend if we don't see you. All right. So you guys have a great day, and we will see you again maybe tomorrow. All right. Out of there. Out of there.